shooting was justified. The Warren County prosecutor rules that an officer was justified when they shot and killed a River City correctional inmate back in July. Thomas Cromwell died after a 12-hour standoff with police where he took a woman hostage in a hotel in Mason. Now, Prosecutor David Fornshell called this a case of suicide by cop. Fornshell said Cromwell told the hostage and negotiators there that they would have to kill him to save the woman and that he was going to, quote, go out in a glorious death. The statistics for what's called suicide by cop can be difficult to track. WCPO 9 anchor Brett Bugansky shows you why some feel it's something you can't train or prepare for.
My son had severe mental problems. Severe. He said he called them demons.
Tracy Gaines is the mother of Thomas Cromwell, the man who escaped from the minimum security River City Correctional Center in Cincinnati. Gaines spoke with our I-Team chief investigative reporter Craig Cheatham about her son's severe mental illnesses and the shooting that killed him.
He heard voices in his head. He had a drug problem. So if he's not getting help for the voices in his head, his solution is to self-medicate.
On Tuesday, Warren County Prosecutor David Fornshell announced the officer's deadly use of force was objectively reasonable, closing the case, even going as far as saying Cromwell threatened suicide by cop, indicating to officers they would have to kill him to save the female hostage. Cromwell allegedly said he was going to go out in a glorious death.
Nobody can train for the emotional aftermath of it.
Cincinnati Fraternal Order of Police President Dan Hill said cases like Cromwell's also have potential lasting impacts to the officers who respond to those calls.
It's a scary situation when somebody's going to put a police officer, another human being, in a position where they have to use deadly force to make sure they survive and make sure they get home. And in other words, use that police officer as their own as a vehicle to end their own life.
While statistics for these types of scenarios can be difficult to track, the independent research organization Police Executive Research Forum found that between 2015 to 2018, there was an average of between 900 and 1,000 officer-involved shootings in the U.S. Out of those shootings, it found about 10 to 29% or even more were suicide by cop, which comes down to 100 or more every year.
But I can tell you that sometimes officers can get right back into the game, and other times officers look for other duties for quite some time afterwards. They're not ready to return to the streets.
And Hill said Cincinnati police officers have a system in place where they can go for counseling to talk about any problems that they're having, but he admits because of the very nature of who they are, it can be difficult for them to open up about anything that is troubling to them. But nonetheless, he said there is help out there for them. Craig.